Sunday morning, September 19th, down at Utica, New York Union Station. Adirondack Railroad will be taking the train north to Thendara today, leaving about 11:30. Right now it's approximately 9:30. Engineers have just started up 1835 and 1502. 1502 will be in front today, trip north. 1835 is going to be in second position on the way north. 1835 was built in May of 1958 by Montreal Locomotive Works. It's an RS18u, while 1502 was built in 1947 by EMD. It's an F10. .02 was built during the presidency of Harry Truman, while 1835 was built during Eisenhower's administration. This is New York State Route 291 in Stiffville, 9 miles north of Utica. The railroad here was constructed in the mid-1850s. It is now operated by Mohawk, Adirondack, and Northern, part of its 45-mile route between Utica and Lyons Falls, New York. The Adirondack Railroad has trackage rights over the Mohawk, Adirondack, and Northern from Utica to Rumson's Snow Junction, approximately 23 miles. At which point the Adirondack gets on its own rails and will be heading up to Thendara. The Adirondack Railroad corridor is 85 miles from Rumson's Snow Junction to Tupper Lake. Vitold and I are on Remsen Hill and Prospect, 9 miles farther north from Route 291. Ordinarily, I don't think I would have been able to catch them here, but I believe they stopped in Holland Patton to pick up some passengers. We're still on the Mohawk, Adirondack, and Northern Railroad. Remsen Hill presents operational difficulties for the railroad sometimes when the rails are wet and when there are leaves on the rails. I don't expect there will be any problems today as the rails are dry. And I see 1502 right now heading up the hill. I'm in Mckeever, located in the town of Webb, Herkimer County. We're about a quarter-mile south of the Moose River. The first station was built here in the 1890s by the New York Central. By 1902, this newer structure was built. It was enlarged in 1911, greatly increasing the upper level in particular. This station now is in private hands and has been owned by the same family since the mid-1960s. Regular passenger service stopped here in 1950, although it remained a flag stop until 1957. This station probably wouldn't have been built at all but for the fact that the Moose River Lumber Company was headquartered just a little north of here by the river. Logs used to be floated down the river and processed. Georgia Pacific retained offices here through at least the mid-60s. So we'll be hoping to catch the 1502 heading through here shortly. One interesting story is that a scout troop I was affiliated with for many years was going on a 50-mile hike, of course, over several days in the early 1960s. They had permission to stay in this station. They stayed overnight in the upper level, and much to their surprise, during the wee hours of the morning, a freight train came through, woke everybody up. Needless to say, nobody who was upstairs forgot that, being awakened in the middle of the night by a freight train. Utica is 43 miles by rail to the south of this station. Before the Utica train will pass by here northbound, the Otter Lake local is going to be passing by here in just a minute. The Otter Lake local will either hold an Otter Lake at the runaround for the Utica train to pass by, or will proceed once Otter Lake is reached back to Thendara, and the Utica train will follow the Otter Lake local into Thendara. There are a lot of gonds in the runaround in Otter Lake, so I'm not sure if there's enough room for the Otter Lake train to sneak into there and let the Utica train pass. We'll find out soon enough. Looks like that was the Otter Lake local, of course, and the Utica train should be following closely on its heels. I hope it won't be too long because the mosquitoes here are really terrible. About 10 minutes later, here comes the Utica train. Here's a look at the other side of the Mckeever station. Well, it was a good day trackside. VTOL's resting comfortably. Thought I'd end the day with the first campfire of the year. Hope you enjoyed the video. By the way, many of the facts that I mentioned came right out of the book Silver Rails Through the Heart of the Park by John Tavey with Pete Gores and Dave Link. So until next time, this is Railroading Rambler signing out. And VTOL'd as well.